Hello everyone and a big welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing my experience so far with medication called Duloxetine, which I had never actually heard of prior to it being recommended to me by a healthcare professional that I went to see a few weeks back now. And basically, duloxetine is used to treat mental health problems like anxiety and depression, but it is also said to help with chronic pain from disorders like fibromyalgia, which is probably why I was recommended it. So I've actually been on a very low dose, the lowest dose of the medication for 2 weeks now, and the dose that I have been taking and the dose that I started off with was 30 milligrams. Obviously though, please bear in mind this is just my personal experience and everyone handles different medications differently. Everyone reacts very differently to different medications. So actually prior to beginning taking duloxetine, I was taking another antidepressant type drug called sertraline, and I was on sertraline for a very long time. I've done quite a few videos on it. The symptoms and side effects I was getting were getting worse and worse as time was going on, and they weren't really helping me. And so basically it was like this unanimous decision between myself, my doctor, and another healthcare professional, the one who actually recommended me the duloxetine, that it was time to stop taking the sertraline and start taking something else. But before I get any further into this video, I just want to say that if you have taken duloxetine, if you're taking it now, what kind of experience did you have with it? Were you experiencing a lot of side effects? Did you not experience any side effects at all? Did it help you in terms of, chronic pain if you suffer from chronic pain like I do? And also, did it help in terms of the mental health problems that you may have? Let me know in the comments section down below. So obviously when you're taking any kind of medication, not just mental health medication, there is a risk that you are going to receive side effects from said medication. Please just read the leaflets and stuff that come with the medication. Don't just start taking them. It's really important to understand the side effects, the possible side effects, and other symptoms that you could be getting and other things that may happen to you as a result of taking the medication. So I'm going to start with the nausea side effect that I got, and this was probably the biggest side effect that I started to notice immediately after taking the tablets for the first time. I felt so sick. There were times where I thought I was going to throw up. Certain smells or tastes in my mouth made me want to vomit. And there were days that would go by where I would eat very, very little. And to be honest, even now, a couple of weeks into taking this medication, my stomach is still not properly gotten used to the duloxetine. It is still it's not as bad as what it was, but it's still very sensitive. I had nausea when I was taking the sertraline, but never ever this bad. And like I said, I'm only taking 30 milligrams a day, so I dread to think what it would be like if I was ever to up the dose of this stuff. Other side effects that I got that I noticed was obviously that spaced out feeling that most antidepressants, if not all antidepressants, tend to give you. Sertraline and other antidepressants that I've tried in the past, they've given me that same spaced out feeling where I don't retaliate and react as quickly to things as what I would normally. And to be honest, sometimes I don't mind the feeling of being a bit spaced out, but other times when I'm trying to concentrate on something or someone's trying to talk to me and it's just like the lights are on but no one's home. That is how I've described it so often here on this channel. The lights are on but nobody's home, if you know what I'm saying. Other side effects that I have were a dry mouth, fatigue, also dizziness, and very wobbly on my feet. To be honest, the fatigue, the wobbliness, and the dizziness, they are all symptoms of my chronic pain. However, since I started taking the duloxetine a couple of weeks ago, I found that all of those seem to have gotten worse. I mean, for example, one day I was ironing, and because of my chronic pain and my back pain and stuff like that, I have to iron sat down. And I was ironing, and all of a sudden I got extremely wobbly and dizzy and very, very, very lightheaded. This was out of nowhere. I made no sudden movements or anything like that, and I just got dizzy and wobbly and everything, and it went completely after about 5 minutes. And it was just the weirdest thing that I'd ever come across in my entire life. A lot of these symptoms that I'm getting now, I actually had when I was on the sertraline, but they seem a lot worse with the duloxetine than they did with the sertraline. And I don't know if that's because the duloxetine is perhaps a more powerful drug, I don't know. And the dry mouth. No matter how much I'm drinking at the moment, this dry mouth just never, ever, ever seems to go away. And I'm drinking so much more than I would normally since beginning to take the duloxetine, because my mouth, it feels sometimes like sandpaper. At the moment, it is not helping the chronic pain side of things. But saying that, I do think that it is somewhat helping the regular back pain that I get every single day. I've yet to see an improvement in my mental health as well, so at the moment it's not doing too much other than giving me horrible side effects. To be honest, I really do hope that the duloxetine will eventually start to help me. Maybe I just need to increase the dose, who knows. But I will be having a catch up with my doctor very, very soon, over the next couple of days or so, all about how the duloxetine has been going. So I'm going to have a chat with her and we will discuss what is best to do next. But that is it for me. I'm going to end today's video on that note. Thank you so much for listening to me. If you're new here, make sure to click on that subscribe button, and if you like this video, make sure to leave it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you in my next video.